Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of 5 Feet Apart. Let's do it. 5 Feet Apart is a drama romance from director Justin Baldoni and Entertainment One. The film is based on the novel of the same name by Rachael Lippincott and stars Haley Lu Richardson, Cole Sprouse, Claire Forlani, Moisas Arias, Parminder Nagra, and Kimberly Hebert Gregory. A pair of teenagers with life-threatening illnesses meet in a hospital and fall in love. So first, I just want to say thanks to my friends over at InTheSeats.ca for hooking up passes for this movie. In the Seats is a Toronto-based movie review website. They do TV and lots of other cool stuff. I will leave a link in the description. I hope you go over there, show them some love. Now let me start by saying, I am cognizant of the fact that this movie, 5 Feet Apart, was not made for me. I am not the target audience. Maybe that's why I felt about the movie the way I did, but I will say when I walked out of the movie, and when I say walked out, I don't mean like I left. I mean, when the movie ended and I was walking out, I heard a lot of chatter of people saying, yeah, it's really, really faithful to the book. So I think people who really like the book are probably really gonna like it. Personally, I didn't like it much at all, but there were some good things, there were some positives in the movie, so let's talk about those first. This movie is very well acted. Our male lead is played by Cole Sprouse, who you may remember as being one half of this kid, and he's all grown up now. He does a good job. I really didn't like his character at first, but I don't think I was supposed to. But by the end, I was impressed with his performance. He does a lot of brooding, he also gets a lot of the comedy, and he sells it all really well. Haley Lu Richardson, I'm not terribly familiar with, but she is not only the lead, but she is the standout of this film. Her character Stella is a little bit bossy, a little bit OCD, and she can be very frustrating at times. But Haley Lu Richardson imbues her with this emotional honesty that I found really, really endearing. And she's fantastic in this movie. And yes, I did get choked up a couple of times in the film. I am not made of stone. You know, themes of love and death and sickness, they're very universal. I think we can all relate. And the idea of not being able to touch or kiss somebody that you love is like brutal. Now, most of the humor in this movie didn't work for me at all, but there were a couple of jokes that made me laugh out loud. Barb the nurse is pretty darn funny. And there's some genuinely cute, touching moments as well. There's a scene where Stella calls Will, and I won't tell you anything about it, but it's adorable. But aside from all that, I thought this movie was an incredibly paint-by-numbers, overwrought schmaltz fest. And I don't do well with schmaltz. The dialogue was incredibly cliche. There's a scene where the one guy's like, what if this doesn't work? And then the other person's like, what if it does? Like, okay, heard that a million times. And the foreshadowing is so on the nose that you expect every single beat that's coming at you. And there's even a scene where our star-crossed lovers make snow angels. Snow angels! How many times have we seen that? You don't need to show us people making snow angels to let us know they're in love. We get it. At least change it up a little bit. Dust angels, grated Parmesan cheese product angels, nuclear fallout angels. Just do something different, please. Honestly, given how cliche this movie was, I am shocked that the poster didn't have the two of them, as you've seen in many other posters of movies like these, with the two lying on the ground next to each other and their heads are like parallel, but their bodies are going opposite directions. I can't believe they didn't use it. Would have fit perfectly. And I had a big problem with the pacing. The movie is just about 2 hours and it feels like 3. And one of the reasons for that, I think, is that the screenplay introduces a pretty major conflict kind of right in the middle of the movie, and it makes you feel like you're transitioning from the second act into the third, when in fact you're not. You still have a ways to go. And I get that this is all based on a book, and you know, maybe they wanted to stay really faithful, so maybe it's not the movie's fault, but at the same time, you're allowed to change it up if it's not working for the movie. I was not really much of a fan of this film. I didn't like it very much at all, despite some really strong performances and some really good moments. But again, it wasn't made for me. And I do think if you're a fan of the book, I think and I hope that you'll really like this film. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give 5 Feet Apart, and I think I'm gonna give 5 Feet Apart a...
Kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop!
Alright! Out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen 5 Feet Apart? What did you think about it? What is your sort of favorite romantic drama of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.